Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest session of Tales of Orsterra. My inspiration for the week. I I don't think we have. I don't
We have
think
any
we have
memes.
any memes for this week. So that means I get inspiration.
Oh no.
Yay! Yay for me.
Oh no.
I'll try not to forget this time. Um,
Please do.
For some recap, we basically explore what the Secret Dragon Society, had a look around, had some conversations with Enya, as well as Shanaria, and we got some cool magical items from the dragon who worked with metal. Um, this this guy gave Arwen some magical ball bearings, and Eileen got some magical studded leather, which the item for I just made for you. It should be in your compendium thing under your items, if you want to take a look at that.
Okay, excellent.
Um,
Ooh.
and we visited the sort of like hot springs bath area where we met Aquarius, who's just basically golden retriever energy kind of dragon. We also, at the start of the session, we had a conversation with Runekeeper Ballark, who sort of just gauged everybody's sort of like personality. I don't know the correct word I'm looking for is, but personality is the one that's coming to mind. And he essentially allowed everybody to partake in the dragon trial because of some particular rule where if you begin the trial by taking the +1 T, then you gotta follow it through to the end, which he was very angry about and disappointed in Enya about. But nonetheless, due to technicality, he's allowed you all to sort of take a chance to partake in the trial as a group. So if you've all read through the rules, any one of you can partake in any of the trials, or the challenges. I mean, you'll basically be acting as if you are one person, just as like a team sort of effort kind of deal. And at the end of last session, we basically began the trial. Now we're gonna jump back in time a little bit, to a moment where, I suppose, Miara's doing food ordering stuff. So I'll start with Arwen.
I can talk, but
Okay.
either way,
Okay.
I finished my food ordering.
Okay, great.
I'm just paying credit card. Don't mind me.
Sorry, apologies. You, at what point in time, I guess you would be flying, right? Is the only time I can think of that you were alone, or maybe.
During time in the village itself, yeah. There's probably a few moments where she was existing as a different creature wandering around, but the place where she'd be most alone is while she's flying, minus whelps.
Okay. There's going to be at some time when you're sort of flying through the sky, a larger dragon kind of like flies up towards you. It seems like they're going to have a conversation from the way that they're approaching you, or they're kind of like going up there with intent.
Okay. Yaren's had to definitely turn as an eagle and kind of look at the dragon curiously, but doesn't move away, just lets them do whatever they're doing. And if they give any insinuation that they want her to land to speak, then she will follow that and will land. But if they seem like they're fine to talk up there, then I guess they could talk up there if they could speak telepathically to her.
I guess your question is answered when they begin speaking to you in the air. They kind of like head up to you and say, Hello. Do I have
Miara.
the pleasure of learning what your name is?
Miara has this brief moment of concern socially because she cannot physically speak as an eagle.
Oh, I guess she's like kind of giving you telepathic communication.
Okay, if she gives telepathic communication, then she can speak. Miara's head again does a little like typical eagle twitch of just how their head moves around. I am Miara, and yourself?
My name is Samara.
Samara.
I'll just spell that in chat for you. Spelled out sound.
Mm-hmm.
I am the priestess of the rune blade here in the village.
Uh-oh. Out of character.
Yeah, there's two different things. The rune keeper is Ballark. Ballark is the rune keeper. The rune blade is I don't know if it's widely known. You can go ahead and roll me a religion check if you want to.
Okay. Because my brain went somewhere else entirely. 7.
7.
She's not a religious person.
You're not sure who the rune blade is,
Okay.
but it's probably best to respect them for the time being.
Mm-hmm. She respects deities. She just doesn't feel particularly religious.
I have a request of you, Miara.
And what would that request be?
This may sound slightly less than savory, but I wish for you to not pass the dragon trial that you are about to partake in.
And why would you request that of me?
The very fact of the people that you came with passing the dragon trial will form discord amongst the village, and it will create chaos. It has taken so very many years for Ballark to settle everybody down and not quarrel amongst one another. The symbol of victory over the dragon trial that a non-dragon. I didn't say that right. She says it more coherently than I did just now. The symbol that someone outside of the village of passing the dragon trial is one that will lead to some particular individuals in the village to take less than savory action.
I do hear your concerns, Samara, and I understand why one would want one's home to be peaceful. I respectfully will say, however, I have a understanding of the outside of this village that, from what I understand, not everyone has. There may be quarreling amongst your people here, but out there people are dying at a very high rate. There is much to lose should we lose any advantage that we have. I don't mean to take advantages of this village, and that was not my intention. I did not know that these trials existed before I was led here by one of your people guiding me here. But now that we are here and we have this ability to gain more of an edge against those that are seeking to wipe out everyone, that is not something that we can idly let pass us by. Death itself has decided that No one is free from this. Resurrection magic does not work anymore. People are being killed without any chance of even the most innocent souls being brought back. And you would ask us to let such a boon that could mean victory or defeat for the entire world, essentially, you would have us turn that away from that.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, fuck.
A 10.
I wish that she had more of that, but she's wisdom, not charisma. She even has a 17 in charisma. It's not that bad.
You see Samara kind of like ponders this notion in silence for a moment. People will die, have died, and have been dying for a very long time. And while I do not understand the scope of the things that you are saying, I do sympathize with your notion. I respect your decision, but I still do not support it. I will not do anything to oppose you. But I wish you the best, Miara.
And I wish the same of you, Samara. I don't seek to cause discord among your village, but I seek to protect the entirety of Orsterra as opposed to one village. It is a sorrowful thing that us gaining one advantage means that there might cause arguments and disorder, but we've all left behind cherished and loved things, knowing that the fate of this world and the entirety of its people matter.
Very well. And if you don't have anything else to say, Samara will kind of dive and head back down to the village.
She doesn't have anything else to say, but God, do I wish that I rolled more than a 10.
I know, me too.
That was such a good moment ago. Just like, you're worried about your village. We're worried about the world. So you can hush.
I know. Dragon superiority complex.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Arwen, while you're doing push-ups on one of the days, let's say your 40th push-up of the day, you hear some footsteps walk up to you. Sounds like someone striking in heels.
Turn and see who it is.
You see
Hello?
this sort of like pale-skinned, white-haired individual. They're wearing this like very crystalline, sort of bluish-looking crown or tiara around their head. She looks incredibly stereotypically attractive to stereotypical standards and such in humanoid form. And she goes up to you and what did you say again? Sorry.
Oh, I turned around and looked and just said, hi.
Hello there, purple elf. I have a favor to ask of you.
A favor?
Yes, well, I do have some things to offer if you are interested.
I'm listening.
I'm sure that little puny Enya has told you of the rules already.
Yes.
And you know how there's a final secret challenge at the end.
Correct.
I can give you some insider information on that final challenge, should you do this favor for me.
Okay.
That's it? You're so eager to Accept?
Well, I'm not accepting till I know what I'm doing.
Oh, very well. That's the question I was looking for. And she strikes you like a very mischievous smirk. She takes out what appears to be like a very shiny looking gemstone, like bright blue in color. All I need you to do, darling, is to take this with you into the trials. Don't tell anybody of it, nor show anybody this at all. And
What is it for?
it's for a little experiment of mine.
Okay, but what does it do?
That is not of your concern unless...
Okay, but if I'm going to be doing this, I have to know what I'm getting myself. I need all the details.
She kind of like puts her hand across her heart. I solemnly swear that it will bring no harm to you or your friends.
I still want to know what it does.
Very well. Let me think here. Who has similar technology? Have you been to Victor's Hollow in Orsterra?
Yes, I have.
Last time I checked, I snuck out and noticed that they had some sort of screen technology.
The screen's something. Yes.
Yeah, you remember the television equivalent, fantasy television.
Scrying
screen, that's what it's called.
Oh, I did it. Okay.
Basically,
Yes.
this allows me to create one for my own sort of viewing pleasure. And she kind of like, would you care to partake in a demonstration?
Sure, I'll demonstrate. No, yeah.
She kind of hands you the little gem. Do you like hold it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. She kind of like waves her hands in the air, and you see just like a screen of, you just see both of you guys standing there in the third person, essentially.
Huh. Okay.
That's all it does, really. Nothing.
Why
harmful.
do you need it in the games, though?
I'm not going to answer any more of your questions if you're not going to be doing this favor for me.
Well, I'm not going to do the favor if you won't answer my questions. I see we're at a standstill.
Kind of steps forward one more step, trying to gauge you. She's about 2 centimeters taller than you right now, but she's also wearing heels.
2 centimeters.
You are technically under the protection of Balagar. Oh, not Balagar, Balak.
I was going to say who?
You are technically under the protection of Balak. But I am not one to particularly follow the rules, Purple Elf.
Oh, trust me, I'm on a thin line with that guy.
Nonetheless, I do sense your passion. What other desires do you have here? What are you doing? What else do you want, my darling?
Anything?
Anything?
Anything.
Revenge,
Mm.
riches, love.
No, don't bring that.
No, don't like a genie. Don't do it.
I
brings bad things.
want you to bring me. Do you happen to know this? There's this cult. It's called this crow cult. She's like fumbling with the name.
I love it. I love how so in canon it is that Arwen's just like, it's just, it's like a crow cult.
Both her and Miara for different reasons.
I love it.
Miara just because she's a mom that never
It's,
says the name right.
Mark of the Crow, that's it.
Mark of the Crow. What of it?
Have you heard of somebody by the name of Accountability?
Accountability. Do you
Oh.
have need for this accountability?
You bring me this accountability, and I will take your stone in.
Alright, darling. Do I have a time frame? Perhaps a descriptor?
They're big and scary and evil.
That could literally be anybody.
Even be you. No. Can I just say I provide them with a general description of accountability?
Yeah, sure, totally.
Okay.
Do you say what time frame you want?
How much time is till the trials?
Probably like a day or two.
Well, you have a day or two, I guess.
I mean, realistically, you could also, if you asked Eileen, you could give him Accountability's current
Yeah.
position.
Because, yeah, you do know that. You do know that I can track her.
Right. But it'd be easier for someone to bring them to me because I'm lazy.
For sure. I mean, it's like you can tell the dragon where she is.
Okay. Yeah, that might be more reasonable, seeing that it's a 1 to 2 day time frame. Okay.
Lord.
Then I will involve Eileen and be like, my friend Eileen will let you know where she's at. You just bring her to me and we'll be settled.
Surely you can't be so unreasonable as to say 1 or 2 days.
Well, I don't... how else would you have me get what I am promised, doing what you're promising? Or, you know what I mean? You know what I can't. Okay.
My dearie, I will do my best to get accountability here as soon as possible. But I'm only a dragon. I don't think I could get there and back here in a day or two.
I mean, you could fly, but sure.
Fly literally across the continent. That literally would take at least 3 days to fly there one way.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're here, right? If we're looking at the map here, we're up here.
Okay, we're there.
Yeah,
It's down
accountability.
here somewhere.
Accountability is like literally like
Oh.
a third across the continent, and a dragon only like flies 3 times as fast as you walk.
You could also involve Miara and
Geez,
have her
they
create
go
a transport via plant portal.
An entire dragon? Well, I guess they can be human.
Well, no, they can turn like a larger inanimate. Oh, peddling. So, yeah, they can just turn into a normal creature like a human and then walk through
Actually,
and then do their dragon thing.
You could request a favor to, like,
you know
assist
what,
in
Purple
filling
Elf?
accountability.
Hmm.
I will accept these terms. I will accept these terms.
Oh. Okay. And I get to know the secrets to the end of the final trial?
No. Oh yes. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the secrets to our motivations. I said that before you finished your sentence. Yes. Very well. Now I'm gonna ask you: do you want this to be above table, or just in a secret channel, or what's your go?
What? What's gonna be now?
Do you want me to say it secretly to you, Taylor, the player,
Oh,
or do you want me to say it here?
Yeah, secretly is fine.
Ooh.
Okay.
I get to have my own secrets, Jess. Oh,
Oh.
hello.
Did I drag you out? Hello.
Yo.
The final trial is one that not many people are privy to. In fact, it's almost like a well-kept secret that Balak doesn't want anybody to find out about.
Okay. You can get to the point.
Some people take the final trial and leave, but other people take the final trial and choose to stay in the village, even though their main motivation was to leave the village. It is, to my knowledge, that the final trial involves an interaction with Balak himself. Whether that is some form of conflict or direct combat, I believe it changes depending on who is taking the trial.
Okay.
So I dare say you best be in Balak's good books, or else, well, I don't want to say.
So you're giving me this information now instead of when I'm after I've done the thing that.
Oh, for sure. If you don't do the thing, I will kill you. No questions asked.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. See, I thought there was a catch. So.
You wouldn't be so irresponsible to defy a well-intending deal. I will bring accountability here, after all.
Okay. See, that pushes me to give you a longer time frame because even after I've done, I mean, you know what? Maybe I should give you a longer timeline. How about a week?
A week? Are you certain, my dear purple elf? You do
If
not
you don't, I'll kill you.
You don't. Alright. Very well. And it still stands. If you do this task, you will be in my good books.
Okay.
Who's to say there aren't many people who would ally with you in this village?
Yep.
Make sure you don't tell anybody. If you do, there will be poor consequences for you.
I figured as much.
Well then, continue with your training.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll...
Oh, sorry, what were you saying, Taylor?
Oh, I said I'll see you in accountability soon.
Okay. She kind of she kind of like heads off again. Nice tattoo. Looks cool.
Well, does she get the information from Eileen to
She
to find accountability?
You don't know. You don't know.
Oh,
Depends.
okay.
Okay. Now, Eileen,
See?
do you want a dragon to come forth towards you.
This is your show. I'm here for the ride.
Okay. I'm gonna say there's about a 50-50 chance that this dragon will approach you. So go ahead and roll me a d20.
Okay, sounds good. Good old D20.
High roll they approach you, low roll they don't. Oh, you got a 15?
I got a 15. Yep.
Okay, you see a sort of like very spooky, sort of decrepit looking humanoid figure approach you. What time would you be alone?
Like all the time.
Okay, you're kind of like
She's-
brooding in this like shadowy place somewhere in the village as like somebody else kind of approaches. Well, it looks like we got a loner over here, don't we?
Can I help you?
Yeah, you're in my spot.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. I'll just go find another spot to go brood.
No, don't leave just yet. I've been meaning to ask you a favor.
Again, do I know you?
No, you don't, but it would be in my best interest that you listen to what I have to say.
All right. At the very least, I'll listen.
What do you think your chances are of passing that dragon trial?
She kind of like feigns thinking about it. I think I'm all right.
Is that truthful?
I think so. I think she's pretty confident that she'll be all right.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
27. Alright. Since you're so confident, I can help you out a little bit if you want.
I mean, a little bit of help never hurt.
Maybe a bit of a boon, a bit of a power.
I have a feeling that this comes with some sort of
No strings
arrangement?
attached. No strings attached.
No strings attached. I'm also struggling.
I just need you to show Balak that you can pass the trial.
Is that all?
That's all. And he kind of takes out this weird, like, inky black sort of looking potion. Kind of smells disgusting, even without opening the cork.
Ooh. Is that supposed to be ingested?
Yes. What? Come on, this is my best work.
I'm
Nobody
not judging
likes
your
it.
work.
Ugh, nobody likes it. Fine. Take this instead. It kind of looks like a more tame, less stinky version of the whatever potion that he kind of offered you before.
All right. She kind of like takes it and kind of swirls it around. What does it do?
Basically, gives you a bit of a boost for a bit. Just out of character. This will give you advantage on all skill checks for 1 minute.
Ooh. That's fun. On skill checks.
But make sure you take it before, and make sure nobody sees you take it.
There's someone you're trying to... I don't know. Are you placing bets or something?
No? Definitely not.
Can I insight check this guy?
Yeah, you can.
I would like to know... This is so hard because you can't really insight what they're thinking. I just want to generally get their vibes. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna get their vibes. Vibe check.
Okay. With a 23, they came to this dingy, like, dark place and said that this was their spot. You get the feeling that this guy's kind of a loner in the village of, like, not many people to begin with.
Okay.
And you suspect that, you succeeding in this trial has some sort of benefit to him.
Okay. Can I catch your name?
No.
All right. Certainly leave me with a very interesting choice.
Also, if you don't use that within a week, it kind of goes bad and it doesn't work anymore.
I mean, to be fair, it smells like it's bad now.
The smell is irrelevant, okay? You just don't understand.
Oh my god, you just don't understand. Does a hair flip from his eye. All right.
Now scram,
I'll give it a shot.
whatever you are.
Now scram. All right.
Yeah. That's what I said.
All right, you enjoy yourself in this very dingy corner.
I
Not very
will.
pink.
Thank you.
It's nothing very interesting in it.
Goodbye.
I found a better corner.
Those are
elsewhere.
some grand sounds of footprints that are happening right now.
I'm gonna go over here. She's saying out around the corner. In this better corner.
Nobody asked.
Nobody cares about you either.
Okay, you didn't have to go that far.
She pops her head around the corner. I apologize. That got out of hand. She walks away.
Okay, great. We kind of like fast forward back again to the room where everybody is at. Oh, I forgot to... Yeah, let's just bring everybody back to this page. Yeah, so we're back in this building over here where we sort of first met Ballark. And he kind of goes, "No, is everybody prepared for the trial?"
I think I'm ready. I don't know about you two.
I am as well.
I'm ready.
Very well then. And he kind of drags you outside to head into this building here. You can see a crowd has sort of formed around the building that you are in, and everyone's sort of like forming sort of like a parade behind you. A lot of whispers and chatter, kind of like going about. Now, it kind of opens up to this like giant sort of, hard to call it a cave. It's kind of like, what do I call it? It's like a gap in the mountains that kind of like reaches past the clouds, I suppose you could say. It's like this grand, imagine just like a grand mountain range with like a gap in the middle of it where you can sort of like partake and stuff. And he kind of like brings you down to the center near the middle, along with Enya and Shanaria. And he kind of turns to look at you guys, and then you can see sort of like the dragon sort of perched up on the mountainside above all of you. Everyone's sort of like taking a seat to watch. Now, Arwen, do you have your gem with you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Ballark kind of goes and says, "No, you all will be functioning as one challenger to the trial. That is to say, any one of you can partake in any challenge that is presented. But there are some where I will require all of you to partake. Now, tell me, what is your first challenge?"
Oh, we
Oh,
haven't
boy.
decided who's going first.
I know. I think we're all giving each other the side eye, being like, "Who's gonna do it first? Who's gonna go for it?"
I'll go first.
Oh.
Hey,
Okay, so what is your challenge tier?
Oh, I didn't even think about. Oh gosh. Okay. I think like for the first challenge, let's do 2.
Okay, so you want a medium tier
Medium. Yep.
trial. Okay, what are you going for?
Mm, like what? Like strength or something? Or not
Yeah, what
strength.
D&D stat are you sort of like
Yes.
trying to challenge for?
Dex stat.
You do have a plus D4 to any strength checks or rolls that you have today as well, because you did push-ups.
Oh right, because I did. Is that? Oh yeah. Okay.
a plus one.
Yes, I'll do strength. I'll do strength.
Strength. Medium challenge tier of strength.
Otherwise, those push-ups will be for nothing.
Go ahead and roll me a D20. The higher the better. 14.
14.
Okay. This is one of the tests that involves all of you. It's 1d6 plus 1d6.
Nice. That's super awesome.
Now Shanaria will be partaking in the trial with you. She will just do what you guys ask of her. So in cases where like everybody in the party is partaking, just because like there are some things that my knowledge will sort of get in the way of things, I'll just let you guys control Shanaria in certain circumstances.
Fair.
Cool.
As he says, like a medium challenge tier of strength. You see the environment around you sort of shift and change to a more sort of rocky sort of area. There's sort of like stalagmites beginning to form around you guys as the whole view turns into just this like brown rocky landscape, similar to the landscape that you saw in the Highlands back in So's home region. This is the falling boulder test. Make it to the end without dying. You have 2 minutes. Go.
2 minutes.
Okay.
Do I get the idea that this is like a race where if Arwen wins, then she passes, and if we win, then she does not? Or is it just everyone?
Everyone has to get past the end to succeed.
Okay.
You guys see, as soon as he says go, just like random boulders begin to apparate into the sky and just begin to fall in random places.
Oh shit.
Oh, so
Alright.
they're falling directly from the sky?
From the sky.
Okay, that ruins my initial plan of I know how we can beat this.
Eileen just starts booking it. Like,
there are 2 things that you can do here. Now, these are rules as written, but you can come up with your own creative actions that you want to do. First of all, you can just boulder through the boulders by rolling high enough on your strength, like exploding the boulder in the sky to sort of like splint it up, or just kind of like push it out of the way so it doesn't affect the party or the group. But there's also a second secret stat that's associated with this, which is wisdom perception. So if you roll high enough perception, you can sort of deduce if a boulder is going to appear somewhere and just avoid it entirely. Now, there'll be a series of rounds. Everyone needs to sort of contribute. So you can either do a strength check or a wisdom check. But if two people succeed each round, that means you have one success. But if 3 people fail, then you have 1 failure. If you reach 2 failures before the end of the race, you lose the challenge.
Oh.
Okie dokie.
Okay. The DCs are hidden behind the screen, so you won't know if you succeed or fail.
Wait, so Indomitable does not apply here.
Not if they're not saving throws.
Okay, they're just checks.
There'll be checks, yes.
Got it. Okay.
Shanaria kind of chimes up immediately as everything sort of begins. Okay, who's leading the charge?
So, okay. Let me see here.
Bullshit.
Miara is going to take initiative and is just going to turn into an owlbear and start running.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like
she's keeping pace so that everyone else can keep pace with her, but she's going to be using her strength in this one as opposed to wisdom, since they both have the same modifier.
Very well.
Eileen's definitely kind of like relying on her perception and dexterity to avoid the boulders at all costs.
Okay. Arwen, I assume, is just going to go about punching boulders through.
Yep, I'm gonna muscle it. Gotta use those push-ups.
Miara and Arwen are both just going and brute forcing these boulders.
So, I'm going to have everybody roll me either a perception check or an athletics check.
Okay.
What or in athletics? I'm sorry.
Perception or
Perception or athletics.
Got it. Okay.
I like how Arwen chose the strength thing when he was using perception instead of athletics.
Oh, maybe.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, we have okay. Hold on, give me a second. I'm just trying to get my music into the game before we continue.
Miara's way of going about this, she isn't breaking boulders, she's just trying to move them out of the way.
After they've fallen.
Yeah, just kind of like keeping so that nothing impedes our path.
Okay. You guys all... I can imagine, like, everybody just on Miara's back, just kind of, like, just riding along. Is that canon?
Yeah, I love it.
If you'd like, that means that we can go faster.
Leading the charge. Yeah.
We'll just say, the dragon magic around you allows you to become an owlbear large enough to carry 3 people on your back as everybody kind of climbs on. You guys stumble through falling boulders pouring down from everywhere, every which direction. You guys totally spot a sort of like ripple in the air that sort of signifies where one of the boulders is going to fall. And as it sort of like begins to form, you guys direct Miara in a different direction. You guys have succeeded the first roll.
Nice.
I should probably... I'll roll above table for Shanaria, just to help you on that. Just to make it more clear. So, you see these boulders kind of begin to form. You notice a pit beneath you guys. It looks like it'll be a bit of a jump. Miara, I'm gonna need you to roll an athletics check to sort of jump over, to see how well you sort of make it across here.
Okay, I'm also just, for myself, getting... the number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
Okay.
Which is fair. Which means it's just further than 20 feet, which It's dragons. It probably is. 12.
12. With a 12, you just barely make it. You kind of like, it kind of does that like movie cinema thing where the rocks like break as you kind of like move forward. You just barely make it over the chasm. I'll need everyone to roll another perception or athletics check for me.
Okay. Hey, much better.
Good.
What do I have to?
Scenario.
Wait, what's that from? Guidance?
Guidance.
Oh, guidance. I guess I'm gonna turn that off for now. But she got a nat 1, which equates to 10, apparently. She's got good perception. Let's see. What did you get? 22. Yeah, so this is more so on Albert Miar. You see one of the rocks kind of just plummet randomly. It's kind of obscured by a tall tree. Lands in front of you. Miar kind of jumps up and just like slashes through the whole thing. And Eileen sort of directs you guys. Miara looks like she's about to land on top of one of those stalagmites. It looks very pointy and sharp. And Miara just kind of barely evades it as Eileen sort of calls that out for her. I'll need one more check for everybody.
Oh.
Oh.
What you got?
I love that my nat ones are a 13, by the way.
I know, Jesus Christ. And don't forget to add your... Oh, wait, no. You use perception. Okay, that's fine.
Oops.
Shania kind of yells out, "Watch out! There's a lot going in that direction." It's a little too late, so as the boulders kind of fall and crash on everyone, including Miara, everyone will take... Everyone's going to take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as a couple boulders just like crash down and pour onto everybody.
Oh, we're full here. 40 health. Heck yeah.
But you are still in Owlbear, so you and Arwen just kind of like push the boulders aside. They kind of like crack and break. I'll need... That is one failure. You need one more check to succeed, so as long as you don't fail this next check, you should have passed the test.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Go ahead and roll me either perception or athletics for me.
Ooh. Hey, hell yeah!
You passed with flying colors.
We did it!
It's everyone's in the zone, smooth sailing, looking left and right, punching through boulders, looking at everything. You guys make it back with about 30 seconds on the clock, and you have successfully passed the very first test. So you have 2 trial points currently. The bell kind of rings, and everyone kind of like. Some of them are half-heartedly cheering, just like, this is an obligation, I don't really need to be here, but I guess it's better than sitting at home. You hear some artificial noises from the crowd as well, just like fabricated to make it seem more exciting than it actually is. The sort of scene kind of returns to what it was. Kind of like pause that battle music. The scene returns to what it was, and all those rocks and other things sort of disappear again. Balak kind of appears next to you all. Very impressive. You beat the falling boulder test. Excellent. He's a little bit sarcastic and kind of dry at the minute. However, you have all succeeded, which means you all gain this item. And he kind of presents like 4 sort of 4 potions to you all. 1 for each.
Mm.
Now, I assume you don't need my assistance to tell you what it does.
If only Reggie were here.
It'd be more convenient, but we can figure it out.
You can see like a smirk form in his face. I'm pulling your leg. this will provide you. These give you these potions are called the Boulder's Bounty, which means after you drink the potion, you have advantage on initiative, and for the next hour, you have advantage on any grapple checks that you make.
Ooh,
Nice.
heck yeah.
That's fun.
Albermiara holds potion in beak just intently, like, be very careful with it.
Yeah.
This could be a useful form in the next one, who knows?
We don't know.
With that being said, what is your next challenge? You currently have 2 points.
Miara turns her head to look at Eileen.
Eh. I'm debating. Because it could be a solo test as well.
Could be.
It could be, but it
could
could also be
be.
a group test. So I'm like, I don't want to like screw you guys over if it's a group test. I think I just need to.
Figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna choose dexterity.
Okay.
That's a decent stat.
What challenge tier are you going for?
Hmm.
Ooh.
Remember, we need
I'm
6
so
points
tempted to do
pass.
the hard one because we get like better bonuses.
You can't do the high tier if you pick the stat. You can only pick the stat if you're doing medium or low.
Oh, is that the case?
Yes, if you pick high tier, it's a surprise.
Oh, it's a surprise. Oh, that's dangerous. Okay.
I mean, if we all pass a medium tier, then we get to the final challenge.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go medium dexterity.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm just writing the potion in the chat there. So you're going medium dexterity?
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with this one.
No.
Okay.
This should have been not included in this trial. But nobody has thought of a new one. You see the ground kind of rise from beneath you. Now, Eileen, what is in your mind when I say the word dance party?
Oh, no.
Oh my god. Dance party. In Eileen's mind? I mean, I don't know if she's really been to many dance parties, but I would imagine her idea of one is sort of like 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 those like vampire court type things where everybody's dancing fancy. Like it's not like a rave, but just like a fancy ball kind of
Fancy ball
party. Yeah.
Okay, you see
But
a
like
sort
gothic
of
in vibe.
a ballroom with like sort of a vampire aesthetic kind of begin to shape the floor around you all. The walls kind of build up and the windows are kind of there, but the curtains are closed because they're all vampires and nobody likes light. And just this like kind of like chandelier that's like giving off this like bright purplish reddish light, and it's all kind of ominous and such. Now, you have up to 1 hour to convince a board of judges that you have proficient dance skills. And he lets out a big sigh. I hate this one the most.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Each of you roll a d20. The higher the roll, the more likely your judges are going to be in your favor, but that depends on your performance.
No. Each one of us roll a d20? We're all in this?
Yeah, well, no, you're not in it. It's just like there'll be 3 judges, and we have 3 players here, so it's convenient for my sake. Okay. Let's see, who would
My
be...
judge is rude.
Your judge is
My
very
judge
rude.
doesn't like me.
Okay,
Simon
okay, so in
Cowell.
order, 12 would be... 12, let's say 12 is Sentinel, is put on the board.
Ooh. Well, that would be like a 20 for Arwen, wouldn't it? Just kidding.
6 would be... let me think here. 6 would probably be Samara, since Miara did not listen to her and was not very convincing. And the 18 will be the mysterious broody dragon that Eileen met.
Oh my god. He was chosen just because he fits the vibe.
Are you kidding me? I don't want to be... Why is it me? So, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break here. Eileen, you have time to prepare your dance choreography. I will be right back.
Whoa, boy. Well, this one ain't me, because I don't know how to dance, and I would not be able to choreograph anything.
Guys, I have an idea.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
There are walls.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, you're gonna dance up the walls.
I'm gonna dance up the walls.
That's amazing.
But I think it's just Eileen, though.
Is it?
It wasn't said to be a group.
Confused
Task.
by this group.
No, like some
Wait,
of them are
I
group
think everyone's
tasks.
here, but maybe I'm the only one participating in the dance.
You're the
Then
only
why
one
did we all roll
participating
for
in it.
judges, though?
Because there's 3 judges. It was just convenient to have each of us roll for a judge. But it's just an
I
Eileen.
feel like we each had... Okay.
And I'm
Because
glad for it.
Leah said per player, or there were like 3 players, 3 judges, 3 players.
Yeah, convenient.
I feel like
So
unless you are you guys gonna take a break? I'd
I'm probably just going to get a single text reply into a text role play that I'm doing, but otherwise I'm here.
I'm not doing anything.
I will just because I feel like Eileen would ask desperately for help.
Because I came
Having never danced in her life.
I came into the trials like thinking that we were all doing like individual trials.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's random.
It's
I'm
like some of them are
confused.
group and some of them are individual.
Okay.
And I think that's why you rolled initially, because it was like, if it was a low number, you would have had to do the boulder trial by yourself. Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
So Miara might
Then
have
wouldn't
to do
you
a
have to
similar
roll?
I didn't have to roll anything, but that might be because Leah thinks it's funny to have one person do a dance party. So
Yeah. I don't know.
we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. I think yeah, she's definitely gonna ask for your guys' help. I wonder if Miara and Arwen know how to dance either. Do they know how to dance?
Arwen's got some skill.
Mira's probably slow dance with her husband, but that's probably about it.
Oh my goodness.
Arwen Rook probably, like got down with it,
They probably had
That
more
jiggle.
of the equivalent of like I don't know, like rave
Clubbing.
dancing. Like clubbing, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's not like anything that's like particular, not like a Reggie type like dance, like something that would be very
Robotic.
formal and stuff, but like
Do the robot.
do the
No.
robot.
Yes.
But yeah, I would imagine like Arwen and Rook would probably just randomly have like dance parties like in the evening. It's just like, yeah, let's dance and just like dance.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Have you made any plans?
Sort
So-
of. I'm making mental plans. Go ahead.
Is Eileen the only one dancing?
Eileen's going to be the only one partaking in this challenge.
Okay.
Okay.
Up to you.
I'm going to turn to Miara and Arwen, and I'm going to whisper, very panicked, I don't know how to dance. How do you dance?
I don't know any proper ballroom dances myself. I've only ever slow danced.
All right. I mean, that's kind of a start.
Think
Arwen?
a happy bird. And how would a happy bird dance?
A happy bird.
A slow dance isn't very flashy, though.
No.
Happy bird dance.
All right. I mean, I'm sure I could figure something out. I'm very light on my feet.
You're allowed to use like spells and stuff to sort of like
Okay.
enhance the flair of your performance as well.
I certainly have like an idea. Okay. Okay. I think I have an idea. I think she's going to do some stretches and then she's going to step forward for her dance trial. So,
Ballark also didn't give you a time limit on this one, so you can take as much time as you want to.
6 days later.
I think what she's essentially going to do is a combination of sort of like like sword forms, like the forms like you would use to like battle or whatever, like whatever she did as practice, like kind of a thing, but she's going to make it a little bit more, I guess, showy. Obviously, she's not going to stab the air with her sword. She's just going to kind of like move around in a very like circular way. And then she's also going to like be dancing with Corvo, I think. She's going to be kind of like going around in circles with Corvo, and then maybe as like a showy finish, she's going to like merge with him with like Soul of the Raven or whatever, and in like a puff of smoke, and then like land in front of the judges doing like a crazy landing stunt thing.
Okay.
Vaguely something like that.
So there's going to be 5 skill tests here. So, and you're going to describe to me each step that happens after the next step, or the previous step,
Okay.
I suppose.
Sounds good. Okay, I'll write down like 5 steps.
You're allowed to recruit backup dancers or sort of like CG people if you want to as well. Maybe they will sort of assist you to sort of make it, more interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I'll totally like recruit some people. Sorry, I'm just like writing down like the 5 steps of this dance.
I can't believe I've spent so much time like preparing these trials, and we're going to be over in like 3 rounds.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm okay. I guess I'm good.
Okay. So,
So
who,
I think part
who are
1
you
she's
asking
going to have
about?
like a bunch of people. I think I'll snag who's available? Like all the dragons and just Miara and Arwen.
I mean, yeah, you could try to Ask anybody you want to.
Okay, part 1, I'm going to have Miara help me.
Oh no.
Okay.
So Miara mentioned that she knows how to like slow dance.
hmm
And so I'm going to start off very gentle like and kind of ramp up the dance as we go. So it's going to start off as like a slow dance with Miara. And I'll just kind of add some extra like flares in there and hope Miara can like help me.
Okay. So, describe to me what this beginning looks like, and because you've recruited Miara, you get advantage on the roll.
Okay. I'm hoping that there's music also.
Oh yeah, totally. It's totally to the
Okay,
vibe that
cool.
you want it to be.
Excellent. So the music's gonna start off and it's gonna be very much like a classical like waltz. It's gonna start very classical waltz. And we're going to do some basic slow dancing, but then I'm going to add some extra flair to it. And I don't, guys, IRL, I know nothing about dancing. So, like,
We're not
That's
alone.
okay.
I'm
Neither
just
do
going to
I.
look up images and I'm going to kind of just like, okay. So we're going to go like around and around. We're going to get faster and faster in this like slow dance. And I'm just going to try and do what I think looks like a good dance.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a performance check with advantage.
Okay. Performance is charisma though. Okay, 17.
You gotta make it more dexterity based if you want a dexterity check.
I mean, I'll do dexterity later.
17. You begin with a slow dance, recruiting Miara for assistance, and you kind of like build up. Everyone's seems to be at least neutral or positive, at least in the crowd. What happens next?
So the next part, I think more people kind of enter the dance floor. Whether these are like visions or, illusions or whatever, or
Okay.
just like random dragons that are also like dancing. And at this point she's going to start kind of like ballerina-ing her way around between everyone. And yeah, that's what I'll say for that one.
Okay, so you begin to sort of dance around and ballerina around everybody. Are you trying to be swift about this, or are you trying to like make a show?
I think this one's still a little bit of a show.
Okay. This will be another performance check with advantage because you've recruited some more people on the dance floor. Okay, 23. What happens after you dart through the crowds?
At this point, I think everybody kind of leaves the dance floor, or at least leaves like a circle in the middle, and then like Corvo enters the circle, and they start doing like those sort of like circular like sword forms, and just kind of like mirroring each other in a way.
Hell yeah. And it looks cool AF. Go ahead and roll me an attack with advantage.
An attack with advantage. Okay.
23. That'll definitely hit with the crowd. They begin sort of like cheering, and sort of like you can tell the crowd's kind of like paying more attention to you now. They are seeming to be quite positive towards this performance. What happens after your like sort of sword forms with Corvo?
Okay. So I have this one, and then I have the finale. I have an idea for the finale. Mm, I'm running out of ideas. For this part, I'm going to do some fancy like free runner style like flips and backflips and stuff.
Okay. Straight from the sword forms, you begin to flip um, in spots and places off the walls and such. This will just be a straight acrobatics check.
Okay, straight acrobatics. Oof.
What does a 7 look like?
I think the 7 is she's starting to get a little tired.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to show a little bit. And it's starting to like you can feel the pace of it also slowing down, and that's not good.
Yeah. This whole time, it was sort of like a graceful, sort of like methodical sort of thing, and then you just suddenly start doing backflips, and it's kind of like inserted there just to pad out the time a little bit. And it's a little bit confusing, but like you've still had a great performance up until this point. What is your final part of your performance?
I think the final part of my performance is I'm going to run at a wall, and I'm going to like parkour run up it and then jump off. And mid-air, I'm going to like reach out to Corvo, and there's gonna be like smoke, and she transforms into her crow, and then do like a swift little like fly flip in the air, and then land super gracefully in front of the judges in a bow.
Okay, I'll call this an acrobatics and performance check, and we'll just take the higher roll.
Okay, acrobatics and performance.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, with the 16, you managed to do it exactly as you pictured in your brain. You kind of run up the wall, do all the fancy stuff with Corvo and merge with them, and you hear like claps around the board. As you kind of like land, you kind of give out this like smile, and you've got heavy breathing after doing all those flips and other things. You look at the judges and their scores. You'll notice that Samara is sitting at a slightly lower score, but can't deny that it was pretty good. She has given you a 7. The mysterious broody dragon has obviously given you a 10, and Sentinel is sitting there on a 9 and is like cheering his head off, like, "Whoa, that was great! That was amazing! You troublemaker!"
Thank you. That was a lot.
You've kind of are given some time to cool down. What do you think? What's Arwen and Miar sort of doing as it? What are they commenting on as Eileen is having this performance?
I don't know if Mira is doing much commenting. I think after her part of the dance, she just kind of sits back and watches this like feeling of nostalgia to her, but also just this curiosity watching this dance. And a bit of surprise. Eileen did not seem the type to dance.
She
I feel
does
like I'm
not.
just cheering her on.
Okay.
Ooh.
The ground sort of like returns to its initial spot, and kind of like you guys descend. Balak appears again next to you all, and he tells you, "Well, congratulations on giving a successful performance. Here is your reward, and this is given to Eileen and Eileen only. This is a bounty of performance, or no, not performance. It's a let me just double check. It's a bounty of dance. You get advantage on acrobatics and performance checks for the next hour.
Cool.
So bounty of dance. Advantage on performance and acrobatics for an hour. For 1 hour. Okay. Now, it's to my understanding that Taylor needs to go soon, I think? Is that right?
Yeah.
Or is it like okay, so
Like 20 minutes.
do you think we have time for one more trial, or should we
Yes.
end there? One more trial?
Yep.
Okay. Now, you are currently sitting at 4 points. What is your next challenge?
We're sitting here like, this could go very well or this could go very poorly. Miara knows that it's her turn, and she knows exactly what boon she was given, and so she's just gonna smile up at the Runekeeper. I will choose the medium tier challenge of wisdom.
Very well, then.
This is one that I was just like, this could go completely up in the fucking air. I have no idea.
We
what
have
this
no
could be.
idea.
We have no idea.
I chose dexterity and I got a dance party, so it could be anything.
He kind of tells you this is one that you can choose to take alone or with your companions. If you take it with your companions, you will obviously gain more rewards.
And I'm not to know anything about this trial before we begin?
No.
Knowing everyone else's perception out of character, I don't feel as bad. I feel that I trusted my companions to help me with this.
Very well, then. You see one of those like long dinner tables kind of begin to form around you guys. And
I'm suddenly doubting.
on the table appears these various wine glasses, each filled with different colored liquids.
Ooh.
This is the poison roulette game.
Oh.
Each of you need to drink 3 glasses of poison without dying. Good luck.
Alright.
Damn! Each of you need to drink 3 glasses without dying. And how many glasses are there?
There's a whole bunch of them.
Okay, so we have to choose the ones that are less potent.
Oh, hold on.
Aw.
Hold on. I need to see something. Because it's wisdom, and we're allowed to do.
We're allowed to do
Anything.
things, yes,
We're allowed
as
to do
long as we
anything.
drink them. So, like, we can negate them, we can
Let's
change them
see.
into something else. Maybe?
I have
Prestidigitation.
an idea.
Ooh.
Okay, good. This
I
is
have
your
an idea.
trial, after all. I'm
I
glad.
don't need to, like, let's see. No, I don't want one of those.
If I instantaneously clean something, does that mean it removes poison?
I don't think it
Whoa.
works like that, unfortunately.
Oh, that was a question.
There's one thing I could pick, but I don't want. I don't want. Let me see. Is this what I think it is? If this is, how is this a beast? That is not a beast. Don't lie to me.
You've been lied to.
That is a giant kid. That's not a beast. What features are this? There should be.
You could be a snack
I know. I was
to poison.
Ooh, this is what I was thinking of. Wait a second. No, 'cause I want something that's immune to poison damage.
Yeah.
And there is one creature that is immune to poison damage, but no one's gonna be happy if I do it.
Okay. Let's see it.
It's
Try it.
immune. I keep saying things that says it's immune, but then I look here and it's not.
Giant spooder.
It was gonna be a sturge.
Oh, what now?
The little vampire echidna things from Avern.
Oh, those things, yeah.
As I said, nobody would have been happy with it. I'm just trying to see.
Well, folks, my constitution isn't great, and I don't know if there's anything I can do about that.
Ooh, wait.
Oh, I have an idea.
Okay, I don't like that these things can give poison, but aren't immune to poison. It doesn't make sense.
Can I just climb up the wall out of here? Just
So, if you are not doing anything special, you can roll either an investigation check or a survival check to sort of determine which one is less or more poisoned.
oh,
I will
just
most
forgot.
definitely be doing that.
And didn't you say that you were gonna get me what the rose does as well? Did you do that one?
I forgot about that again. I will definitely. I'll write it down right now so I won't forget again.
That could be useful here.
I am so sorry. I reassure you, it wouldn't be useful in this scenario. Sorry.
Do you would you say that a poisonous creature would be able to detect poison easier?
It depends. What creature are you looking at?
Nick.
Snake?
Yep, there's a literal creature called a poisonous snake. And there's also a giant poisonous snake. They specifically just have poison in their bite.
I'm going to say no for this one, unfortunately.
Okay. And the things was perception or it was, what were the two options?
Survival or investigation?
Oh boy. This wasn't what I had thought it would be, but okay, guess we're gonna go here.
It's never what you want it to be.
Oh, shouldn't have been with an advantage. That's unfortunate. Unless I would have had, because I don't think I would have had advantage from.
I mean, I have a potion that you can drink, but I don't think I told you about it. So
No, I don't think you told me about it.
Shania
I guess we're
has to
having
roll one too. She'll be using probably survival. Shania got a 15. All of you have to roll me a D10.
okay.
Okay. Arwen, you take a wine glass. What color do you think it is? What color is this wine glass?
Color?
What color is the liquid in this wine glass?
It's like a ruby red.
Okay, it's a ruby red wine. It looks like wine. Smells like wine. You kind of give it a drink. Roll me a
must be
constitution saving throw. Roll me a con save. 16. You
16.
drink it. Tastes like wine. Shrug. Must have been wine.
Woo!
Must have been.
Oh no.
Miara, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Great. Nope.
8.
Oh no!
You take 16 points of poison damage as it kind of like goes down your belly and kind of like doesn't really sit well. You now also have the poisoned condition.
Oh, lovely.
Eileen, you're also going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. With advantage because my shiny ring.
16. You will take 4 points of poison damage. Kind of sits down your throat a little bit poorly. No poisoned condition.
Whew,
So you've
okay.
all succeeded in drinking one thing. Now, poisoned
One.
does give you disadvantage on skill checks. Just as a note.
Yes. I looked it up because I was like, wait a second. God damn it.
You're like, great, lovely.
Wonderful.
So, all of you can. Shannara kind of goes over to you, Miara. Are you doing okay? Did that one not go very well?
Wasn't wonderful, but I'll be fine.
Okay. I can cast a spell on you if you would want to. If you would want my assistance.
What spell?
It'll be enhance ability, which cancels out your disadvantage.
Sure. Out of character.
Okay. She'll kind of give you it doesn't help with your poison. It's kind of like churning in your stomach a little bit, but it kind of like realigns your senses and kind of like brings you back to investigating the poisons, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second round. Everybody roll me investigation or survival check.
You know.
Yes! This is wine! I'm here all night!
I don't have advantage, but 25 is still pretty good.
Okay, Aaron, you find another one that looks and smells like wine. I assume you just like chug it down. You just hear Owen at the other end of the table like, "Woo! I'm finding wine all day."
Owen's gonna get drunk here. Oh no.
Eileen, you also find a liquid. What do you find?
I'm gonna find one that's a little bit more of a like a white wine, like that yellowish kind of pale yellow color.
Okay. It's a little bit mysterious. You're not sure if this is like snake poison or if it's wine, but you're willing to take a chance. You kind of drink it. No ill effects towards you, fortunately, and you have successfully drunk your second cup without anything terribly going wrong.
Good.
Miara, on the other hand, I'll need you to roll me a d10.
Yeah, this is Miara. Like her poison trauma is getting worse. I hope you know.
Oh, I'm glad.
I'm glad.
Roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Yay!
It's your favorite.
Okay, you can only... Actually, this does nothing to you because you already have the poisoned condition, so you can't get the poisoned condition again.
Double poisoned. Fuck you.
Oh, Miara, you're looking a little
Poisoned
greeny around the
squared.
gills.
I don't have a good history with poison.
Are you telling me that you know people that do?
I know people who had a worse history with poison. And she goes to find another glass. She already had to face her family coming to this village. This is just on top of it.
Yeah, you just drink this sort of like thick kind of liquid and it doesn't feel too grand, but it doesn't make you feel any worse, I suppose. Apart from the psychological mental effects of drinking a poison.
Yeah.
Shanaria, on the other hand, I'll have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Saving throw. She has a +8. Yeah, she passes.
Nice.
She will take 2d6. She'll take she'll take 5, 4. Wait, did I half your damage before, Eileen? With the one, you were supposed to take 2 points of damage instead of 4 back there.
Oh, okay.
So you get 2 more hit points. So that matters too much.
Not that it matters too much, but maybe it will later.
Maybe it will later. Okay, so you've all successfully drunk 2 glasses. You have 1 more left, each of you.
Yay.
I'm kind of looking at Miara. I'm like,
Hey.
I think Arwen's got the right idea. Find the ones that look like wine.
Oh, this one does not.
This time I actually found wine. Wow.
This time everyone kind of looks for like a glass that looks and smells like wine. And Arwen's like on her 3rd one. You guys
Too drunk to tell the difference.
You all, everyone except for Arwen finds, well, a glass of wine. Arwen, roll me a d10 for me.
Hey.
Okay. 9.
9. Oh no. Okay, roll me a
Oh,
con
no.
save.
Oh,
Oh no.
okay. 16.
Okay. Okay. You take 26 points of poison damage. And you have the poisoned condition.
Whoa, did I fail?
You failed on a 16.
Because I can indomitable that.
You can indomitable that if you want to.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you do not fail.
No, I'm just
You
kidding.
instead take 13 points of poison damage, and you are not poisoned.
Okay. Oh
You
god.
drink it. It's a bit of a spicy wine. This one. It packs a bit more of a punch than normal than the other ones that you drank. But yes, you all succeed in the poisons trial. Balark kind of comes over to you guys. Well, congratulations on succeeding the poison trial. Here is the bounty of poisons. And the potions, I don't think you guys want to be drinking liquids anymore. It kind of make you feel a little bit icky.
Fine.
The bounty of poisons lets you coat a weapon with poison, and it'll deal an additional 2d6 poison damage on a hit.
Ooh.
Fun.
And that'll last you for effectively one combat, essentially.
Nice.
Poisons. So it's kind of like a poison vial, I suppose you could say.
I was expecting another riddle game, and instead Miara got poisoned almost every single fucking round.
Coat a weapon. 2d6 for yeah, the medium tiers are a little bit more tricky. They don't exactly turn out the way you expect them to.
That's great.
Evidently not.
Go to weapon. Nice.
He went with one of the 2 wisdom stats that she doesn't have proficiency with, because she has proficiency in the other 3.
Unfortunate.
So
The Runekeeper says you all, well, it would appear that you all have succeeded. 6 points in total. You will now have one final trial. And the sort of like surrounding area sort of like disappears from view. It's almost like reminiscent of that dark kind of spell that accountability sort of used, but sort of just like as a sort of like illusory sort of showy sort of view, sort of like, what is it, like aesthetic of it. And he kind of goes, your final trial will be, and I'm just gonna trail off to end the session there. That's it.
Oh.
You guys succeeded on all the trials. I had so many other things. I expected you guys to take the lower risk ones, but I guess medium tier is the one for everybody.
We just didn't want to go high because then we didn't know what we were doing.
But the high ones
know.
are fun. They're more fun than
I
the
know.
medium ones.
I know.
But they're
I
also
almost did it.
chaos.
I almost did it because I was so tempted to see like what cool boon I would get, but the dance party was pretty great. So
I have this
I'm not
whole thing
disappointed.
sorted out for the one you picked, and it's okay. I'll just use it somewhere else. You'll never find out what the other trials were.
Oh, very
Um,
excited.
but nonetheless, goodbye recording.
Goodbye, recording.
Bye.